welcome to Outpostings Live. I am Greg. I'm glad you're back with us again. This is our second time doing this, and you probably have noticed that the video quality is substantially better. The first time, not great. I admit that. That's on me. Sorry. This time, I have my best people on it, and it's working much better. So here's the deal. What I want to talk about this time is the problem with Jesus. I know that's a weird, shock-provoking title. That's the idea. Right? The point is that for most of us as Christians, we're pretty comfortable with Jesus as God's son. We're pretty comfortable with Jesus dying and rising to rescue us from sin and death. And we're pretty comfortable with Jesus as the head of the church in some sense of whatever that means. We even like the name Jesus as King, right? When Kanye throws out an album, it sounds awesome. This is who we are. It sounds great. We're all about it. But the problem we have with Jesus, I think, is we just don't hear Jesus very well when Jesus commands us, right? So when Jesus says something like, sell all you have and give to the poor, our brains automatically do something with that kind of command. We hear him say it, but it doesn't mean anything to us, right? What we hear him say is be generous. It actually reminds me of my favorite scene from Parks and Rec, where Ron Swanson goes into a diner at the end of an episode, and he says, go back there and give me all the eggs and bacon you have. And then as the waitress starts to leave, Ron says, you know what, wait, I don't think you heard me right. You heard me say, bring back a lot of eggs and bacon. What I told you was, bring me all the eggs and bacon you have. My suspicion with Jesus is that if he had the chance, he would stop us and say, wait, I don't think you heard me right. You heard me say, be generous to other people. What I told you was, sell everything you have and give to the poor. Those are not the same thing. So what I'm curious about, what I want to explore over the course of 2020, and it's connected to what we talked about last time with politics and violence and fighting, is how is it that we have an entire set of gospels and scripture, but it's so hard to hear Jesus telling us anything? What do we do with that? What are the things that get in the way? And not get in the way in terms of ethics or morality necessarily, but things that get in the way philosophically. What are the things we believe about the world that make it almost impossible for us to hear Jesus? I want to unpack all of those things in the next kind of coming months. And as we do unpack those things, we're going to look even more further at what does it mean for Jesus to claim to be king? What does it mean for Jesus to have any say over our lives at all? Because when we ask the question, should we be allowed to kill people? Should we go to war? Should we not go to war? One of the kickbacks we get all the time is, but it feels like I should be able to kill some of these people. And I get that feeling. The problem is Jesus keeps telling us not to kill people. So what do we do with that? Why is there that huge disconnect between what it is Jesus commands us to and what it is we actually hear when he's talking? We're going to explore that as we go. The more we get on this, the easier it's going to be. They won't all look this great. Sometimes they're just going to be me on a camera talking about something that's going on. We will have something this week around the next Democratic conversations, the Democratic debates. We're going to talk about those and have some video of those and some response stuff to that later in the week. So go ahead and sign up, subscribe, so you get this whenever it comes out. All right. We'll see you guys this week.